Hi friends, my name is Lorraine and today I'm doing a Book Outlet book haul. I placed yet another order to Book Outlet. I had a $5 off coupon and I ended up having just enough books to meet the free shipping requirement, and they're all books that I genuinely really wanted, so I just went ahead and got them. So with Book Outlet, you assume you know what's in the box because you ordered it. But the thing is, sometimes books sell out, especially if you get a book in your cart where it says there's only one left in stock. And that happened to me, to one of my books, and I like being surprised. So I checked my shipping and I checked the tracking number, but I actually didn't look to see what books actually made it my way. So we're going to be a little bit surprised and find out what's in the box. Okay, awesome. So the first thing that I see is actually a book that I added strictly so I could meet that minimum $35 amount that you have to get for free shipping. But I wanted this book anyway, and it just happened to be like $1.99. And that is Welcome to the Dark House by Laurie Faria Storlaz. I've actually read her books, The Blue is for Nightmare, forever ago, like when I was in high school, I think. I mean, I guess that wasn't really forever ago because I'm not like 100 years old. But I did read her books in high school and really enjoyed them, and I picked this up from the library in October, but I just didn't end up getting around to it. And I kind of wanted to read this. It looks perfectly creepy, and I actually really did enjoy Laurie's stuff back in the day. But this seems like it is going to be kind of in the vein of Hill House and Haunted Mansion type stuff. 7 contestants end up having to stay overnight in this haunted house and see if they can survive the night, and then things get all twisty-turny, and that just sounds amazing to me. The next 2 books that I got were actually to complete a series that I already have, and that is Lady of Magic and A Season of Spells. This goes with the Queen of Midnight, which is the first book in this trilogy, and these covers are so beautiful. I love them so much, and this is an adult fantasy, and I am just really excited to dive into this trilogy, and now I have the complete set, so I can just binge it if I feel like it. And you know I'm going to be taking tons of pictures of these because I love the aesthetic of these books so much, with the little owls and just the illustrations and the background. They're so beautiful. The next book that I picked up I am so excited for, and that is, I believe, A Thing Called Love by Maureen. Number 1, this cover is absolutely gorgeous, and I have heard nothing but good things about this. I think it's going to be such a cute contemporary. It follows a main character who's very studious, has everything together in her life, except for the whole flirting with cute guys aspect. So she decides that she is going to apply a little bit of K-drama knowledge to that and maybe flirt a little and find true love, because she has everything else together in her life, so why not this? And this honestly just sounds so cute and wonderful, and I think that I am going to be obsessed with this. I will probably pick this up in the spring or summer when I am craving contemporaries. Book Outlet really had me covered this time around for series, and the next 2 books that I got are the first and second book in a trilogy, and I've already read them and I've really wanted to own them because I really enjoy them, and that is The Girl at Midnight and The Shadow Hour, both by Melissa Gray. There is one more book left in this trilogy that I haven't read yet because I'm waiting for the audiobook to come in at my library, even though it came out last year. Still waiting on that request, as you do, and I just knew that I had to add these to my collection. I have really wanted them for a while. I love the covers. I think that they are really beautiful. I love this trilogy so far, and I am so excited for the conclusion. This follows a girl who ends up in this alternate world and is somehow tied to this prophecy of a magical creature, and she has to figure out what to do with that. It can start a war, or it can bring peace to this world that she's living in after she's, you know, been taken from the human world. And it's so amazing. It's such an interesting urban-esque fantasy, and it is totally perfect for fans of Shadow and Bone by... Nope, not Shadow and Bone. What is that called? It is perfect for fans of Daughter and Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. There are a lot of similarities in the beginning, but it really branches off from there, and you can really tell a difference. Again, I have collected some books in a series, and I picked up Truthwitch and Windwith by Susan Dennard. These are books that I've really wanted to read for a while. My library does have them, but they're almost always checked out, and I am not great about getting on the wait list for physical books at my library. Perfect for Overdrive because I can just do it right there on my phone, but in person at my library is a different story. So I was really happy to see these books available. I am so excited to read these, especially with Sight Witch coming out and then Blood Witch coming out sometime after that. It is going to be the perfect book series to binge, and these were such a good price. But this is a young adult fantasy, which I think has really great crossover appeal for adult readers, or it might be somewhere middle ground between those two. And the first book follows two best friends who are robbing a wagon, I think, and it sets off all this magical stuff, and they get caught up in between everything, and I think that this is just going to be such an interesting series to read, and I am so excited to read more fantasy this year. And finally, my Wildcard book, which I wasn't sure I would get or not because there was only one left in stock according to the website, and that is Midnight at the Electric by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I read this last year. I really enjoyed it. I really want more people to pick this up because it is just this really well layered, futuristic yet contemporary book. I don't really know how to describe it, but it follows three different women, each in different points in time, and you kind of get to see how their stories weave together in the end. It is just really beautiful. I don't know quite how to describe this book without giving a lot away, but it is just a really wonderful story. I loved it. It has definitely intrigued me to pick up other books by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I know Margot over at Epic Reads talks about Tiger Lily all the time, and I know she also has a Georgia Peaches series, I believe, which is like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants-esque novel, but maybe set in the South, which sounds like my jam. Anyway, that has been it for today's book haul. I did haul quite a few books here, but they're all a really great deal and books that I have either already read or have just really been anticipating reading. I love Book Outlet for that. It is a more affordable way to build up your collection if you do happen to have that ability. I know that owning a lot of books can get very expensive and is such a privilege to be able to do that, so I'm definitely very appreciative of the fact that I have the means to add books to my collection, and I'm so grateful that there are things like used bookstores and Book Outlet that make it much more attainable for many people, including myself, because like, I'm about to be a grad student. The book hauls will be stopping soon. But that has been it for today's video. I will leave links in the down bar below for my other social media sites such as Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter, and y'all should totally follow me on there. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay weird.